Welcome to Alive on One, a miniatures-based and not Marvel exclusive podcast. Here today we have Stephen Maddox.
Hey, what's up?
Jin.
Hello.
And Michael Waller, as our kind of guest today. All right, now on more serious matters. We have no outline today, so there's zero structure, and Jin's head's probably exploding. But we are going to talk about squad goals and Becky. And before that, I know we all have some great Alive on One stories to sort of share. I guess I'll go first because mine's pretty brief. So I was playing an online game, TTS, with one of our listeners. I forget, his handle's like Absurdly Nerdy or something like that. And I was just trying to get games in because I was desperate and hadn't played in so long. It was just like, let's go. But anyways, turn 3 or 4, I don't remember. I think I did 2 War Wolverine attacks, one APOC activation, and an additional Colossus attacker, so into Okoye, and it took all of that to get her off 1 health. So she just kind of
talking about Wolverine, but every time I've heard you talk about him, it's been how
he played a game where he kicked your ass, so I don't want to hear it. So
listen, Okoye is like the GOAT for range 2 attackers coming into her.
Yeah, it was all range 2, so she's counting blanks, and she just wouldn't fucking die. That being said, I kind of have it's not a Live on One, but it's Ultra Whiff. I played War in my game yesterday, and I used it every time I activated Wolverine, but also I used it on APOC, and every single time, it must have been like, 3, 4, 5 times I used it, I didn't roll a single crit or wild.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what's up with that, but Maine is cursed and doesn't like Wolverine apparently. So.
Yeah, I think Crossroads just says no Fury triggers for you.
Yeah, they're like no war. You can go. You can leave that at home. So
Maine new guys.
No, they roll really well. It's just that a couple times, but and then ironically enough, when APOC would activate and do like famine or pestilence before or something, I'd roll just a straight 7, and it'd be like 3 crits, 2 wilds. What the fuck? So, but anyways, let's moving on. Okoye sucks. Don't bring her. She's totally fair, totally balanced, as Jen likes to say.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, she's fine. She's no ham, that's for sure, though.
Hey, do you want to go back to old Okoye?
What?
No, I don't want to go back to old Okoye. We're not doing that.
You don't want to go back to old Okoye.
Fuck
that
her.
was legitimately beast mode 2 threat.
I think that was before my time.
Mm-hmm, and it was.
So, I don't know.
Didn't she have wasn't a range 4 just a gainer?
Yeah, the range 4 was a gainer, and the General Dormo Launch also worked on attack rolls as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
All right.
Cool,
so... Yep.
I guess when we wing it, it's really hard to, have a pecking order. I'll try to keep things on track. But that's Maddox's job.
Yep. I have an Alive at One story if you
there you go. I'll mute
quick.
now. You got it, Jim.
All right. So, this was also during the Alive on One League. One of our listeners I got to play against, and they were playing Avengers, and it's a very typical story of like Ghost Spider was left alive on 1 on her injured side. Just couldn't do the final bit of damage, and as a result, she rearranged the entire board, and it was a very hard lesson. And I think afterwards, our listener definitely was like, "We're killing Gwen first." It's like, yes, kill Gwen first all the time, every time.
That's what I live by.
She's pretty shitty, to be honest.
It's either you full on kill her or you just ignore her, because if you go for her and then you don't decide to daze or KO her, you just crap ton of power and she just ruins your day.
Yeah, I like the Deadpool zap when that goes off on her. A couple gainers on Deadpool, and then you zap her. You're like, you can't pull me, bitch. Cool. And then I guess you all had it Alive on One too.
Yeah,
so
you can go
just
first.
Go. Sorry, he's eating like a hot dog or something.
No.
You first.
So I played last Tuesday against PRP member Rob, and he was playing APOC, and I was playing my new Webs A4 duel, and I was trying out Miguel again. And we were playing on you and Madman and Senators. Basically, towards the end of the game, I had complete control of one side of the board, and he had complete control of the other side of the board. We only had 3 models left. And we kept tying, and he's like, you have to come to me. And I was like, why do I have to come to you? You have to come to me. Otherwise, you just kept tying. So we tied for 2 rounds in a row, not doing anything. So we got points up over the 20s. And then he moves APOC. He shoots Miles with APOC, gets in like 3 wounds. And then he does it again. And he rolls his 7 dice and got like 4 crits. And then like it was like 7 successes. And then my Miles rolled. It was like 5 crits and then blocked everything. So then he recaled and got 5 successes. And then on my recal, he blocked everything again. So he was just left on 1. So Miles then just went and Venom Blast him. But it didn't matter because then what is that card where he kills somebody and then he can go again, APOC?
The first one?
Yeah, he just played first one and killed Deadpool and then just moved to the point and flipped it.
What a little cowardly out.
Miles just would not go down.
Yeah, come on, Rob. I expect better.
Come on, Rob. Can't win by doing that.
Shout out to Rob. Rob is very real. That's what I've been saying. But and then medics.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to paint you this picture. I was TOing a tournament yesterday, and one of our locals, Kenny, was playing one of our newer players, Zach. And so they're playing on intrusions.
Should we think of this in pastel or watercolor?
Watercolor. I think watercolor works best. So they're playing on intrusions. There is a Thor 2 on the left intrusion. There's a Hela and a Jane on the middle intrusion. Hela's at like full health. Jane has like 2 health left. Kenny goes with a Crossbones, the Crossbone 2, who's alive on 1. He, for some reason, hit and runs, shoots Thor 2, who is sitting there with 2 power. So I'm just sitting there like, Kenny, what the fuck are you doing? Because if he does 1 damage to Thor, Thor can just clap back and kill him, right? So he shoots Thor, does no damage, so Thor then cannot shoot him, moves over, spenders into Hela, rolls perfectly to basically go from Hela from full to leave her alive on 1, gets the throw trigger, throws Hela into Jane, then kills Hela, and then Jane fails her dodge rolls and dies. I'm just like, what the fuck did this Crossbone just do? He should have fucking died going into Thor.
Crossbones for the win.
It just like worked out. He didn't kill Hela. He left Hela alive on 1 so he could throw her, kill her, and kill Jane. I was like, what the fuck is this?
This Crossbones 2?
This is Crossbone 2, yeah, because his spender's got to throw.
I wish that model was medium move, and then I feel like you could see him a lot more.
Oh, you can see him a lot if he has a medium move.
We were playing timelines, so like the list was restricted.
Yeah. I don't think he's terrible. I think he's decent. At least he has hit and run. And
you know who also isn't terrible that I found out yesterday? Fucking Malekith. That guy's still good.
Yeah.
He's still real solid.
He's still a big guy on the Tiger.
Yeah, he doesn't have any like mission playing tech, but like the offensive tech he has is just cranked still. So
I mean, the leadership is still mission playing, right? Because you could score a secure last minute sometimes.
Yeah, it's just sad that Medusa's is the same thing but better because it's every turn, not every round.
Yeah,
we found that out yesterday as well.
A lower threat model. I guess it's a team tactics card, but it's still. I think it's just better.
Well, you also have to commit to the person that did the killing to move, whereas Malekith can move anyone that's not the original killer.
Oh shit! I missed that part.
Yeah, it's a specific nuance.
Jin reads. That's what he's here for.
I don't read.
You're a doctor. What are you doing?
Yeah, none of us read on here except for Jin.
Oh no.
Yeah, that looks like a tumor, but we'll just cut it out. Cool. What do we usually do after a live on 1?
We talk about like hobby catch up, and you've been doing any fun hobby stuff recently. I have nothing. I haven't really hobbied at all recently.
I have one.
Go for it.
Good.
I'm trying to paint my She-Hulk, but I didn't glue her hands on yet because I saw someone on Facebook take like a range 2 measuring stick and made her hold that up instead of the beam. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it because I've already glued her head and everything, and I kind of regret gluing her head out. Yeah, like they have like the range 2 Marvel measuring stick, and she's like holding it up.
Is that?
I thought that was freaking
against
awesome,
the rules?
Yeah, I feel like that's modeling for.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, man. I wouldn't do
you
that.
can look down and be like, oh, that's range 2. That's probably about a range 2 over there.
Yeah, is it?
That's a really creative way to cheat.
I guess when you put it like that, yeah.
I would play
go through all that effort.
You can't have a range tool on the board because you already have one. You can only use the actual movement tools.
You have to use shield. These are quicker.
Because she's like a fourth wall character, so I need her to hold up something. Like, I want to get rid of that stupid beam. I don't know what for her to hold up.
We could hold up dice. That's not as fun though.
I see people hold up the cars. That's been like a thing.
You could have her holding up Deadpool.
Motorcycle. Go ahead.
Because Deadpool's also fourth wall.
Just holding Deadpool on top of her.
Yeah. You can have her.
I'm completely wrong with this character. I saw all the pictures online after I glued her, and I was like, damn, I saw somebody put her like stepping on a dice, and I'm like, that's so cool. It's like, now
that is cool.
I was like, oh man, I really wish I waited.
You could just have her holding 2 dice in her hands. There you go.
You could
you make them like dumbbells.
You could have her throw a cluster of 4-threat Peter Parkers.
Because you're not using it for anything else.
Yeah, because those are on the shelf, that's for sure. Oh boy.
That or you shrink down and make a tiny little core box or something like that, or you just glue the sprue onto her, so she's just holding the sprue.
Yeah, look on Etsy for little model things they have. They might have some cool stuff. Cool. I technically did hobby. I don't know why I said technically. I did hobby. I had to finish my APOC list for squad goals, so that was like 8 models. No, it was like 5 models that I had to finish. So, those are all done, and now Jins are next. So,
yay!
Yeah, once I fucking move. But yeah, that's all I got. I did my APOC stuff. I now Archangel, the 2 Archangels I have to do those.
You have another Apocalypse to paint now?
I have another Apocalypse to paint now, my god. I have a cool scheme for that one, so I'm just going to wait till I move, though, and then, start painting over the summer.
For squad goals, I did paint one whole Wong, so
proud of myself. You painted a model?
Yeah.
Drop the mic. Jin's back. I think this is the first time. I just want to take a nice pause here, maybe a moment of silence. This is the first time Jin's shared in the hobby podcast that he painted something.
I think he's painted other things before, but they weren't MCP related, I want to say. You did Shatterpoint stuff, I think?
No, those are just assembly. I think this is actually the first time I actually painted a model and could report back on the podcast that I painted a model.
You've gone full circle.
You're super into painting now, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is. I definitely didn't stay up until 2 a.m. the night before Squaggle's flight. It's like, oh shit, I forgot to paint this model. Oh no.
Were they all required to be painted? I didn't even know.
No, it just felt weird that everyone did such a good job painting the rest of my guys that I was like, I should contribute something into this pile,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I spent the whole. Actually, the day before the event, I was still painting my Shogrunts because I wanted them to get painted. For squad goals, have everything done.
Oh, I just realized Wallen's gonna be pissed because he called Jin first for their podcast to talk about squad goals, but now we got him.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we pissed him off. I was thinking about him.
It's okay. The Northeast won the Becky, so we get Jin first.
Exactly. I was thinking about Mike Wallen, and I was like, he's kind of like this 65-year-old man, trapped in the 40-year-old body.
What does that even mean?
Is he a Clint Eastwood, get off my damn lawn kind of guy?
He shows up to the airport 3 hours early. It's a set bedtime. Among other things that I won't mention here because they're inappropriate.
I do appreciate that. If you want to get 7 a.m. breakfast, Mike is usually down for that.
He's I've been up since 4. Let's go. Yeah, anyway, so Maddox, you've been hobbying? You're the only one?
I got nothing.
Nah? Alright. And then, we do talk about comics usually, but we'll glaze over that because I haven't been able to read anything.
I read Black Panther versus Predator.
Oh, you did? That's
Yeah.
cool.
No.
It was a ride. It was a weird one.
I read the Wolverine one, or whatever one you gave me. Nick or you gave me a Predator one.
Yeah, it was Wolverine versus Predator because you wanted.
Yeah.
I got this as a bingo prize, and then of course I read it beforehand, and then I forgot to print out bingo, so I didn't even give it away. So I'm gonna give it away at a future event. But I was reading it beforehand. I'm like, this is a wild comic.
Was it the Wolverine one? Was like pretty cool, but I don't
That
think it
one was better.
particularly wild.
That one was a lot better.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Speaking of Okoye would not die in this comic. Got stabbed multiple times, and is like, "Hey, I'm fine."
She's true to the MCP model.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else? Like, I know Mike, you read comics.
I have not. No, I haven't read any comics.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing lots of traveling, thus this episode. So,
Traveling, school, but now
work.
it's all done. So, yeah, work.
Yay. And Jin, you don't read comics, but you were at a convention, so maybe there was something cool.
Oh yeah, PAX East happened this weekend, so I'm trying to like hopefully not get sick from all the exhibits and stuff we went to. But yeah, a lot of cool indie games. And then we also went to this event for Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. They're doing a crossover set, which would be really, really cool. Like most of the sets, I'm just like, what Assassin's Creed, whatever. You know, I mean, not there's something.
The Lord of the Rings one was pretty sick. But...
Actually, yeah, D&D and Lord of the Rings I think like fit the most, but like the Final Fantasy one, I didn't realize they were working on that thing for like 4 years.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of new cards. It's not a bunch of reskins. It's like legitimately new cards.
Oh, that's
exciting.
exciting.
Yeah, so
and
like
you had a picture with that cool big sword, and I realized like you sent that to me. I remember you sent that to me, and I like was like, "Is this Final Fantasy? Is this something else? It's Kingdom Hearts?" Because like there's so many of those fucking swords now. I'm realizing like Magic has one.
Yep. The answer, Stephen, is yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Did you go down with Josh?
No, actually, funny enough, I wish Josh would have told me that he was going to the PAX. I would have tried to plan something with him, you know. In that case.
You both were just there with no recognition.
No recognition. Yeah, it was too late because by that time my schedule was already kind of planned out, and you know I didn't want to like screw up like any of Josh's plans in the process. But we'll coordinate better next year.
How does that work? Like, do you schedule out like exhibits of like things you want to go see?
Yeah, there's like panels and stuff like that, you know, or if there's like specific things on the showroom floor, you have to line up for, right? Because you know you have to factor in time to like because people are going to be ahead of you, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, there's only so many space and stations they have for games at once, so you know you have to like time like what you want to do correctly. And also if there's any freebies or like promotional stuff you got to do, you know, some booths give out that stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fun.
I also spent a ton of money at the Larian booth because I like to support that studio in Baldur's Gate 3 because they did such good work in that game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's a good time. Yeah, it's the thing that me and my girlfriend we go to consistently every year. It's our one convention we go to.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it's nice.
Yeah, you've been traveling a lot. Mm-hmm. I just realized you've gone 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah, I probably should cool off a little bit. My travel funds are getting kind of low here at the moment.
Are you coming to the qualifier this Saturday?
I'll try, but I have a wedding I have to go to the Sunday in New York City, so it's...
I don't think you should.
He's like I'll fit it in between the ceremony and the...
Jen, why'd you miss the wedding? Oh, I was playing MCP.
Yeah. I had to qualify for LVO, Dad. You have to understand. It's for the family.
Wait, this is your dad's wedding?
No. It's my one of my younger cousins, actually.
Oh, right, yeah.
You should go to that wedding instead.
Yeah.
Speaking of Josh from RSMP, when we traveled down to Becky in New Jersey, we were staying at an Airbnb, and it had just like a Roku TV that somebody was signing on YouTube. So I went and fucking subscribed to RSMP. So I really hope their algorithm is now just like random MCP videos, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Nice.
I'll be living closer in a week too. So
hell yeah! Hopefully, see more.
Jen is now my LGS.
I know we're breaking up.
I the person will house all of your Marvel needs.
I'm at the battle, whatever. I forget the name, but they're.
Yep.
No, let's be real. You're going to show up at Jen's house at like 2:00 in the morning. Like, hey, you want to play a game?
Go. It's time to play. You'd be like, all right, let me just put pants on.
Give me 5 minutes. Meet me in the gaming room. 1 sec.
Cool. Nick joined us.
Hell
I don't know if you want to say anything about our opening before we start talking about squad goals.
He's
Nick?
muted, but let's make sure to ask Nick how it was playing against Apocalypse yesterday. Or no, A-Force.
A-Force. How was that A-Force game for you, bud?
Oh, I'm just here to sell you guys all my MCP models and then leave.
I have made Nick quit the podcast.
Oh, yep, it's
What
true.
did you do?
He's a bad man.
man.
Everyone's like, "Oh, let's do this fun event," and this guy shows up. He's like, "I'm gonna make everybody cry."
That was my intention. How did you guess?
Hey, to be fair, Borg texted me before you guys event. He was like, "What should I play?" All I said was just play Hulkbuster.
I didn't.
Dude,
play
I watched
Hulkbuster.
somebody play Hulkbuster, and they went up 7-1 round 1, and then round 2 they were up 12-1, and then they won the game.
That model is not bad,
No,
and leadership is not bad either.
not at all. Especially in timelines where you don't have brace in every
No,
single
yeah.
list. Just bring
It's like one of those things, like A-Force. It's like A-Force isn't like you're playing A, but like if it's in your list, it's like a good. It's good when it's good.
They're really, really good, like duel for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a good dual leader.
Yeah. Because I think my list that I ran yesterday was actually Inhumans and then the A-Force Splash, kind of. So.
Oh God, they're everywhere now. I can't stand it.
Yeah, they're very good. But I'm not going to like run them normally. That was just for timelines.
Okay.
Who's playing music? It'll be cut out though. Don't worry.
It's
Every
you.
time
Yeah.
well, yeah, it is Nick. But every time I mention some background noise, it actually our editing software just cuts it out. So
Interesting.
So you just
Yeah.
sound like a fucking crazy person? You're like,
yeah,
what's that sound?
yeah. What's going on? All right. So it's been like what 20 minutes. So,
Yeah.
I'll put a timestamp at the beginning. Skip to 20 if you want to hear us really talk about things. So we're gonna today discuss about kind of go over. We just went to a bunch of kind of really big team tournament sort of things. That was really bad English. But we had our Becky event in the Northeast. We're hoping that continues to sort of grow and change. But for this year, it was a Jersey team versus Maddox. I think we already mentioned the people on it in our
Yeah,
last
it's the New
episode.
England team versus the tri-state area team. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Jersey.
Or if you really want to say it's pork roll versus lobster roll.
Yeah, man. Lobster roll
I do
protocol.
want to say that.
I found one of those fucking lobsters in my backpack yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about these.
Dude, we were at Squaggles, and me and Rob were talking, and he opens his case, and he sees a lobster in it. And I was like, how? I was like, how did that get in your case?
That was fucking great. Yeah, so it was New England versus New Jersey.
Mhm.
It went down to Red Seal game. Really nice store, I gotta say. If you want to watch me on stream, you can watch me cheat round 1 against Rob by accident, where I thought my Namor had time gem, and I did 3 actions with him.
What?
Ignore that. I watched it back earlier. I was like, whoopsie. Big fat cheater. But it didn't matter because I lost that game anyways.
Yes.
But then New England won. We have a fancy trophy now with all our names on it. And then next year...
you guys beat us 2-0.
Yeah, we did. And it was kind of fun because it was like round 1, like between the 2 rounds, like completely different people on the team won. So it was like it wasn't just like one person went 0-2 and actually like won the tournament kind of thing. So that was kind of fun.
That's nice.
I
Me though, I went 2-0. That's all that mattered for me.
You could blame the team. Like, y'all suck.
Nah, no blaming them.
Yeah.
It was like the game that you had with Emil round 1. Like it was like like a die roll away from winning.
Yeah, it was basically just the Black Widow not fucking dying for some reason.
Yeah. It was all very close games.
Yeah. It was a fun event, I gotta say. Your team was an awesome group of guys. I really enjoyed it. Except for Rob. Really enjoyed playing against him. He was a
I
really
love
fun
Rob.
opponent.
I'm just going to make that clear. He's my new crush.
All right. A little weird.
Not really that weird. I don't know. There's like people sometimes that you just click with instantly. Rob was definitely one of those people at Squaggles, and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. So
I feel like I was taking care of you and Rob after that concert because both of you were gone.
no,
I was just
we don't mention that live on air, Mike. But we are starting a subsidiary of Pork Roll Protocol, just called Roll Protocol. And you were pretty hungry, but anyway. So back to the event. With New England. So how did your games go? We have got 2 people on here who went. Jin was there. I'm going to rename this the Battle of the Jin.
Mm-hmm.
because apparently you guys were fighting for Jin's love and honor.
Yep, we were. For who gets to have him, because he's the bridge between our communities.
It's true. I was the damsel trope for that day.
Yeah. And we have a great Discord emote now of Jin making a little heart emoji.
Oh, yeah. So Jin
Best thing of the
emojis
weekend.
are brought to you by Alive on One. They are trademarked. Use in other Discords is highly encouraged. They're
Mhm.
starting to appear everywhere.
I literally bought Discord Nitro just so I could do that. That is the reason why, is that I want to use those Jin emojis on other things.
If you see a wild Jin, snap a picture. We'll make an emoji.
Oh no, this is gonna be like Pokemon Snap now. Like,
Oh, no.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch all the gin.
It'd be nice to have one of you in like a onesie. So let's make that happen next.
no, I can't do that. Like, Ron Tolentino from Gabagool guys like already has like a onesie as a rhino with a bag. I
Yeah.
was like, that's so good. I can't top that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I played him round 3, and he's like, "Here, have this card." I was like, "What is this?" Or round 5 or whatever. My bad.
He was our last match. Yeah, like yeah, that. But we can talk about that later.
Yeah. So kind of stuff like how the games go at
Becky was
in
good.
Jersey.
I'll go first. Our team captain was Matt, who threw me to the wolves both time. So I was like first pairing both time, which was fun. We made like an Excel spreadsheet of like what factions we want to go against, knowing the other teams, and so we would rank them from like 1 to 5. So I went against Midnight Sun, which is my 5, which is my worst, and then I went against Apocalypse, which is my 4. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. I had a really close game with Emil, playing against Midnight Sun, where I literally kind of came down to, we played on 16 threat because I was trying to make him not bring Immortal Hulk, which worked. And it kind of came down to the Black Widow, the 4th threat Black Widow winning me that game because she killed Mummy very well early on that game. She had energy attacks. And then she was just basically sitting there not dying as a Dr. Voodoo just kept punching her. And I basically lived for 2 turns with the Black Widow, then win the game by just a couple points. And then second round, I played against Rob. It's on stream. Again, I cheated looking back on it. I thought I charged turn 1 for some reason. My brain was just thinking too far ahead. Definitely did not. So my Namor should have been left in the middle of the board after I attacked. But instead I moved him over to the side point. But really close game, really fun game. Very like different game in my opinion. The way he played Apocalypse, I was like, what is going on in this game right now? Especially because I was not expecting to see Cable. But it's a really fun one, I gotta say. He was actually a really good opponent too. Like really fun to play with, just kind of chat around, joke around with, which I always really appreciate with opponents when they're just kind of like fun and not super serious.
Yeah, and that's on stream too, so you can catch that at home.
Mhm.
On I don't know if you said that or not, but
Yeah, Professional Casual was there streaming the event.
yep. Yeah, Rob, I haven't played him yet, but he's a pretty good like person. He seems like he'd be fun to play with.
I will say like all the Pork Roll guys there that weekend were great. I had a really good time that weekend, I gotta say. It's probably one of the funnest travel events for MCP I've done.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
That's nice.
And
What about you, Mike?
Whaler.
So I played. We
I know it's
didn't make an
Waller.
Excel. we didn't make an Excel or anything like that. I think we were very like last minute planned, so we were very disorganized. But we came together as a team, which was important.
Mm-hmm.
I built my list mainly to play against Matt Alex, to do the Webs duel, which I got him round 1, and then round 2 I played against John. Round 1, me and Matt played Senators, and what was one of the Ds? I think it was Riots. I'm not sure. It was a D map. But we played at 19. He brought 4 Web 3 threats, Lizard and Bill, and then I brought the 4 Web 3 threats, Zemo and Nick Fury. Which Nick Fury helped a lot because I was able to grab 2 Senators round 1.
I heard Matt complaining a lot about not being able to kill shield grunts.
Yeah, they should have died, but they didn't. I don't know how they didn't die. He shot them twice with I believe Gwen, but I mean they took like 1 total wound the whole time and just didn't die, which I was very
feels like
surprised
grunts.
about.
That's grunts
Yeah.
right there.
I think the game really came down to, I realized that whoever's Gwen is off the table first is in a really bad position, so I made it a point to kill Gwen top of round 3. I dazed her with Zemo No, Adazer with Adazer with Zemo round 2, and then top of 3 he went Black Cat, and then I went with Nick Fury. Black Cat tried killing the grunts and they didn't die, so I went with Nick Fury and the grunts, and then killed Gwen. So but it was a really good game. I had some lucky dice, lucky attack dice, and then Matt's defense dice were not going through at all.
I wonder if Metal. He's been playing webs probably longer than you have been alive.
He's a very good player. Like, even after the game, even though I won, I was asking him for advice after the game because he's such a good player.
Yeah, he's a very strong player. And he has been like pretty much exclusively. Well, it's you three basically, Jin, you, and him in our kind of northeast area, like running webs. So
yeah, he likes using Ben, which me and Jim talked about off air a bunch. We don't understand when to bring Ben at all. But,
he has kicked my ass with that guy.
Yeah, but when he really talked to me about it, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna have to try him again.
Well, I guess the only problem is like 2099 is coming out, and he's kind of a similar piece to Ben.
Yeah, once 29 comes out, then I don't see a point in bringing Ben ever. Sadly,
yeah,
because he's like, he plays like Spec and 2099, but I don't know. I played so many games with 2099 now since they revealed his card. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, he still has the highest like ceiling for like the 4 threats that they have that can displace models, because you can still you can impact webbing twice, you can web whip, and you can still do a throw afterwards. That's not nothing.
No, I'm not saying he's like not bad. It's just he plays too similar to 2 other characters, and I don't know. I feel like gravitate to the other 2 characters more.
I mean, could there be a playstyle where you like double down on that and actually want to bring more of that style of character, or like
Miguel and him?
Limited?
Well, it's like you can bring him and Miguel. That's like 9 points, or you can bring like Gwen and Miguel, and that's like 8 points.
No, if it's a 2-threat in.
Web Whip is a nasty superpower. That is a really good superpower. Like, I'm not denying
great for
that.
secures. To take secures away from people.
Yeah, I think the problem though with me comes to his threat value being 4.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of the 4 threat splashes, and then when I pick web characters, a lot of them are like 3 or 5 based on like math and crisis selection. So, and then 4 threat splashes and like Nick, Bill, and Nick Shang do a lot.
Yeah, and then like A-bomb's always an option for
and A-bomb,
everyone.
I don't know. Like, I really want to like Ben. Like, I really want to like him. It's just after Matt talked to me, I'm gonna play more games with him the next month to hopefully change my opinion on him.
He's one of the most emo characters in Marvel too. So
yeah. I'm surprised he wasn't Midnight Suns.
Yeah, that's true. They don't need that though. So Danny Rand kicks my ass at Squad Goals. Spoiler alert. But Schmid's use of Iron Fist was quite impressive. Anyways, I guess kind of in summary too for you guys.
Yeah, I just want to shout out John. John was a fantastic opponent. John Falco. Yeah. He got top 4 at Everwinter, and I finally played again. Actually, no, the second time I played against him. I played against him with TTS a couple days prior, but he was playing Asgard with Loki, and we're playing meteors and cubes. And he was doing Loki 2, and he brought like an interesting list of Loki 2, Scourge, Bishop, Bucky 1, and Bob. And I was like, I did not expect this at all, and it worked. It was really good.
I made so much fun of him at first about Bishop, and then he kicked my ass with Bishop, and I was like, all right, I'll stop talking.
No, I think that came down to if I literally told him we were playing. I was like, I need ASM to come web swing, 1-shot Bishop, and then get 1 damage on Scourge. If that doesn't happen, I think you win. And then I was able to do that. But John was a fantastic opponent. He was a blast to play with.
Mm-hmm.
He knows his cards and his characters really well.
Yeah, John's a great guy.
It's his first ever miniature game too, which I think is kind of
really
cool. Yeah, he's never played a miniature game before this.
Yeah, he's new. I mean, he's only been playing for like a year as well. So, on the rise in New England, John.
You've been Falcoed.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Cool. Maddox, any kind of like, I don't want to just like move on, but I'm trying to impose structure on an episode where we have no plan.
I can do a nice little like bow tie on it. I thought it was a really fun event. I thought the idea of it turning into a team event was really fun. So like you earn your spot on your like region team, and then you go as a team down to play against the other teams. I love that. I thought it was a really cool idea. So it's not just another singles event that you're trying to play into. And then we're trying to get more and more communities engaged. I know Brian and Will are. So I think Canada is in the talks of coming in with like the Montreal guys. I think there's an Ohio
Shark Tank.
talk. Yeah, the Montreal Shark Tank. And then an Ohio team area. And I think maybe Pennsylvania. So yeah, I'm excited. If you're ever at, I think the trophy right now is at Midgard. And I think there's a plan for it to come up to Crossroads for a little bit. So go check out the trophy because you can get more and more names added to it every year.
Yeah, I like that idea that they're expanding. It's cool. And I'm sure, like, I mean, it's great that it happened, but I'm sure it's like, it'd be cooler to play like more than one team, you know?
Yep, exactly, right. And so this way it was like, hey, let's one kind of salvage how it fell apart a little bit, and that's why it turned into a team tournament. It's like, okay, let's figure this out, and then kind of, keep the ball rolling and try to just make it work so that in the future we can do more with it, which props to them for doing that because I think it's what it needed. It needs some help kind of getting off the ground.
Yeah, so like having the first one's great though. You get the nuts and bolts out. You see where you're going.
Yeah. I would say I like it being turned into a team event. I think if it was singles like originally it was supposed to be, I don't think I would have came.
Yeah.
I like it being a team event.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have driven down to New Jersey to play in a singles event for it.
Yeah, right. My thing is like it was a week before Squad Goals, and it's like, do I really want to like play an event when out during school? But since it was a team event, I had more enticed to play in it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say, Brian, if you're listening to this and you're considering like timing, maybe don't have it like the weekend before Squad Goals, which is also another team.
What are you talking about? It's just practice. You just get practice.
That's a lot of traveling for some of us.
What do you mean?
It's also a different format completely, Maddox.
No, it's just practice. It's a 5-team versus a 3-team. It's the same.
You were just talking about how you can't travel, and you're like, oh, yeah, let's just do it.
I know. I'm just being a dick.
No, I mean, like, even, like, 3 weeks or something in between would be, like, nice, I think. Because Squad Goals is, like, now that I've been, like, I think that's something that's on my radar every year, because it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah, I think team formats are just superior format for Marvel. Like I think the game has like a good fundamentals, but just having that forced variety in crises and characters, like definitely makes like much more interesting, right? For list building and matchups, and also just camaraderie for your region or whatever pasta you want to bring, right?
Or ketchup, if that's your team name.
Yeah.
Or salt.
Nick, as somebody who's not like super competitive focused, is like a team event seem like something you'd be more interested in actually doing and going to than a team event and then a singles event?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nick, do you even like MCP? Like,
no, it's the worst thing I've ever done.
Come on.
Oh boy.
That's what happened, Bork. You bad touched it, and now that's
you should have
cursed.
seen him. I had to like normally with opponents, I'm like joking around and like me and whatever. I like just went silent and was like, all right, I'm gonna give you your space.
It was like every time I walked back over, it was like Nick was more and more just like quiet. I'm like, oh, this is getting bad.
We took points off his sportsmanship score for the year. After Nick calmed down though, I was talking to him. I was like, Nick, that's the most tilted I think I've ever fucking seen you.
It's the most tilted I've ever seen him.
I think it's the most I've been in a very, very long time.
Like you ruined him for team events. He won't even commit to a team event now.
So Nick, you won't go to a team event?
It depends where it is, honestly.
What about like
in New York?
So Ironweld is not going to be a team event this year, but maybe next year it is. If it's like an easy like 2-hour drive down kind of thing, would you do a team event?
Oh yeah, I'd probably try that. I'm not interested in getting on a plane. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, flying sucks, I will say, but
that was the first time I ever flown by myself. So it's a squad goal.
Oh, you're a big boy now, huh?
God, how old are you?
Put pants on now.
Bork, I want you to imagine flying to Squad Goals, but then imagine having to bring Timeline with you, so you have 3 times as many models.
Dude, I will say, so we did a Timeline tournament. We played yesterday, and I will say, like, there were 2 things I was not expecting. None of them were in the gameplay. One was how long it took me to build my rosters.
Yep.
Because, you start tweaking, and you're like, oh, I gotta change this, Oh, shit, I forgot a 2-thread in this list. Who can I swap? The The second thing was, is someone watching porn in the background?
You're hearing my
Dude,
daughter talking.
again.
You sick man.
The editing software is going to cut it out. And it's just like, all right, Borg is listening to something.
Oh, it's
We
me.
just slowly see Bork descend to madness over the 2 hours.
Oh, sorry, that's my other window. Let me just close that up. Oh yeah, the other thing I wasn't expecting about timeline was how long it took me to just gather my things. I can only imagine if you have to pack them, like how awful that'd be.
Now imagine you won a giant ass trophy and you had to check your bag and you had to carry a giant trophy with all your models.
Hey, I'm not allowing you to complain about that because everyone I talked to at Squad Goals was like, "Oh, you won that trophy, right?" I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." Oh, we were wondering, and I'm sure you said this, but how did you get that? Would you carry it on your lap?
Yeah, so I put it back in the box with foam. It was too big to go in the overhead bin, and it was too tall to go under the seat. So every time I got onto the plane, I went up to the flight attendant and I was like, "Can I put this in the closet in the front?" And they looked at me like I was fucking crazy, and they're like, "Sure, I guess." And so I put it in the closet in the front of the plane.
Look how well painted it is.
I imagined you cradling it like a child the whole
It was just a
ride.
brown cardboard box that said "fragile" all over it, so they didn't even see it.
Oh,
That's less
Did an
fun.
accident was or anything?
No. Well, I think maybe the first one did, but in the second one, where it was like 7:00 in the morning, she was like, "Sure, whatever, I don't really care."
how'd you describe it when they asked what it was?
I said it's a very fragile trophy I won right before I got on the plane. Do you mind if I put it there? And they said, "Sure."
It's got my models and Thanos is on it.
I know, right? The person where I checked into the airport, the baggage check lady, she wanted to see it, so I pulled up a picture and showed it to her, and she thought it was very cool.
Yeah.
Everyone does. Like, so TSA always, like, at least one of my flights when I'm flying somewhere, either there or back, they'll pull my stuff out, like, from the scanner. Because I, like, have my dice and whatever, and they'll be like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's kind of like a board game." They're like, "Oh, like Dungeons and Dragons?" And, I'm like, "Yeah, basically exactly like Dungeons and Dragons." But happens at least every time I travel for a tournament, at least one of my flights, they pull my bag out and look at it. So, and they're
I would
usually pleasantly
really-
surprised.
I would
Sorry,
really
Jen.
recommend TSA pre-check because they
Okay,
usually
Jen.
don't question and stuff
I'm
like
not
that.
I'm not gonna pay for that.
Jen,
I'm just saying,
I'm not spending
changes
money.
your life. It's really nice.
Boston's not that bad, to be fair. Domestic flights, I'm no Whalen. I don't show up 3 hours early. I show up like 30 minutes early. So, usually in Boston, at least, when it's an unknown airport, you give myself a little bit more time. But like, Boston, I'm in the line at my gate and within 30 minutes usually. So, but yeah, I guess we should talk about squad goals.
Did you hold your models up to the window to show them the city of Chicago?
I took APOC everywhere. I have a picture of him under the bean. A picture of him and I sharing a deep dish.
Are you fucking lying to me, or do you really?
Yeah, I wish. No, I don't have those.
You
God,
should've.
that would have been hilarious.
I know. We didn't go to the bean, so unfortunately,
I wanted to, but then Jen had to work.
You could have gone without me. You're a big boy.
he
now.
doesn't travel alone.
Yeah, you flew by yourself.
Yeah.
You by yourself.
Happened to me.
Wait, did you say
You
Jen
don't
was
trust the
working?
Chicago transit system?
No. Well, also, I got up late. I think I woke up at like 1 o'clock.
Oh my God.
That's pretty
In
late.
the afternoon?
Oh, to be young.
When's the last time I woke up that late? Jeez.
I would be worried about my health if I woke up at 1 o'clock. Like, what is wrong with me?
Dude, I don't know. I wonder what you were thinking the whole time because you were working and I was just knocked out on the bed.
Oh, you're just zoned out. Like I didn't even.
Speaking
care.
of pictures, there's some other ones. Yeah. Anyways,
Drop them in Discord. You can't just say that and not give us any details.
I'm gonna like Photoshop pictures of APOC under like all these things in Chicago.
There you go.
Yeah, so squad goals. We were all Waller, Jin, and I were all representing the pork roll team.
Finally, you got the last name right.
I know how to say your name. I just do it on purpose.
I know.
Anyway, so we went out. That was in Chicago, run by the taco truck guys. Great event. It kind of just ran itself, I would say.
Yeah.
All the teams knew exactly where they're going. Pairings went up. We went to the tables that were very well labeled. I will say the taco truck guys put a lot more terrain on the table than I'm used to. It felt like Maine Maddox.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was like, wow, there's a lot of fucking terrain on these tables, and this sucks when you're bringing APOC and people just like throwing shit into him.
Yeah, I was listening to a side conversation that Nate had, Ghostier, and he mentioned that they're just wanting to see what happens if they actually followed the recommended terrain spread from AMG, and that meant that a lot of the tables kind of felt samey as far as total quantity of terrain, even though like whether or not something has a size 5, I think really changed the difference of like how it gets played, But there was a lot of terrain on every board, pretty much.
There was one table in particular, I think. So I liked the terrain. It felt like home being back in Maine. I wish I had brought Brotherhood or something though, because that would have been sick for them. But that would have been a really cool kind of, now that you know the terrain kind of layout. You could kind of like Brotherhood seems like a pretty solid team.
Yeah, I was talking to Waylon like halfway through the event. He was like, "I should have played Magneto if I knew the terrain was going to be like this."
Yeah, no, seriously. The only complaint, I wouldn't even call it a complaint, I guess it's an inconvenience, is I played on 5 tables, and we did 15 tables between our team, and there was only one table that I saw that was like kind of a weird layout, and it was like you had the Doctor Strange's, Sanctorum right in the middle of the board.
Love it.
And so yeah, we pulled intrusions so I could hide behind the building and hold the point. And it felt like 40K again.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah. It was awkward. And unfortunately ended up actually being worse for me.
Can I do a little side tangent on that actually?
Yeah.
Because that brings up a good point. Like with size 5 terrain and even size 4s, how do you guys feel about them being right in the middle of the table? I hate it.
I love it. It doesn't matter what team I'm playing. Like I like the boards to look thematic, and like if the mat, I have a mat, and I always lay it out the same kind of, and I always have like the size 5 building in the middle, and nobody likes playing on it, but I love like the buildings in the middle and stuff.
I like it off to like a side. I think if there's going to be a size 5. To be honest, I feel like there should be one, but I don't want it to be in the middle.
I get why people don't like it. I don't know. For me, like I have 4 size 5 buildings. I have the Sanctum, and I have 3 of the apartment kicks. And sometimes when I'm doing a board, I'm just having fun. I put all of them on the board.
So how much of that do you think is your bias because you're a Webs player and you never have
to like
what I
was thinking.
Go slowly around it?
I mean, I guess you could say a little bias. But like even when I play anything else, I love like the board to be filled with a bunch of buildings, like I'm fighting in New York City or something.
Yeah, that's true. And Jen, you had a comment?
I think in a team tournament, it's actually really cool to have boards like that because then you can actually protect. Like there's certain teams that don't like terrain being thrown at them.
Yeah.
So maybe instead of going for the matchup, you could be like, oh, well, we have a very collision squishy team. We should put them on the size 5 board if we have priority, and like just so that they have that sort of shield, right?
I will say
that's a really cool
because
point.
All the boards at Squaggles were packed with terrain. Every time we put up to the tables, I always kept thinking, like, where's my board? Everything's like full with size 3s and 4s. I was like, I do not have a board to hide behind. I'm just gonna get shit thrown at me.
I mean, but as Webs, like you probably are the most okay with stuff being thrown at you naturally because you have dodge rolls.
True
enhancements.
I mean, this is true, but I didn't play against a heavy throwing team though, so that did help. But there was one time I could have got paired up into a Magneto player, and it was like 3 size 4s and like 3 size 3s and a bunch of 2s, all like in the middle. I was like, I do not want to play. I do not want to play on that board against that guy.
Yeah, but I think overall the terrain there was like really cool, really thematic, all painted. I think that they borrowed it from Adepticon, so Maddox is the same stuff you played on. I'm guessing.
Wow, really? They borrowed from AMG?
They said Adepticon. That was what the call out was to. I'm not sure what that means, but they said thank you to Adepticon for providing the terrain. So
yeah, the terrain was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you guys have like the fancy mats at Adepticon of like the crater formation from the city and stuff like that, or the danger?
No, I don't think those are AMG mats, so we didn't have access to those. So I think it's just the Adepticon staff. Has a storage unit of terrain that's like very nice.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense.
Big shout out. Every single mat was pre-marked.
Yep, it was great.
So definitely not from Adepticon.
Okay.
Pre-marked mats and clocks.
Yep.
Yeah, clocks
Love it.
everywhere. I will say too, this is my first MCP tournament with like required clocks. I want to shout out to the MCP community because to dive into my history a little bit here, clocks in 40K most of the time, I would say 70% of the time, and that's too low to be honest for this kind of sportsmanship. But 70% of the time, you had no problem. I have played many 40K tournament games where the clock was weaponized against me, especially as someone who didn't like using them because I play fast enough. So I was like, whatever. And the clock had become a problem in more than one game where I left just feeling bad, or like my opponent would take time on. He'd be like, "Oh, I can handle this for you since you don't use them that much," and then mismanage it and screw me. All of my games and from everyone that I've ever met that I've used the clock with from MCP, so like my experience is 100% of the time with the MCP community, clocks are just there for organization. And that's how they should be. And I just want to shout out to the community that, like, thank you for not being complete assholes.
I never played on clocks really before this event, and I was like scared going into it. That was actually the main thing I was mostly worried about, because I was like, I might clock. So I remember I clocked that Everwinter in my Top Cut game. I was like, I don't want that to happen again. But after playing on it all weekend, I am like pro clocks for events now.
Yeah. It doesn't take very long to, I think, get into practice with it too. Just a couple games and you're usually okay.
Yeah. Anytime I've taken the clocks to an event and people play with them afterwards, they're like, "Oh, this is actually helpful. Like, it's not as scary as people thought." You know?
Yeah.
And you can't accuse anybody of like slow playing or anything like that because it's all on your time.
Yeah. Yeah. And MCP is really fun too with the clocks because it adds like another like kind of dynamic. Oh, you're hitting the button. So it gives you something to do, and like, I don't know, it feels officially like my turn's over, done. You go.
I never went under 20 minutes on my clock the whole event.
Yeah, I think Jin clocked out, but that's the only person I saw do it. I don't know if you want to talk about that or not, Jin, but
I as a much of a proponent of clocks that I am, partially of it is because I do get in my head sometimes, and I do need more practice as well on them.
Yeah. If you take too long to think about certain things, sometimes they can bite you in the ass.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So that was kind of like the setup. It was in Chicago in some mall. That was my first time meeting basically the entirety of the Pork Roll team. Noah, Jin, and I were on a team. Waller, Waylon, and Jed. Who else was on your team?
I'm sorry?
Who else was on your team?
It was oh my god.
It's Aaron
Oh
England.
my god, Aaron. Sorry.
Yes.
I apologize.
Shout outs to Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron.
Goat for getting us water and stuff. Like,
yes,
real cool
Aaron
dude.
It was good. I apologize. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Okay. Our original team was supposed to be John Blake, but he had to back out last minute, and then Aaron was looking for a teammate, so we picked him up, and that was great. He was a great teammate. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah, he seemed really nice. And then the third team from Pork Roll was Rob, Jeff, Sweaty Jeff, as I'll call him now, because he can take it. No, Jeff was a great guy. Jeff and
Art.
Right. Oh, fuck. Art's awesome. So this is my first time meeting all of them. I will say, like, the Pork Roll team's kind of like punk rock, except for Waylon, you know?
Punk rock and dad.
Yeah, and the dad, yeah. He was like, let's wake up, kids.
The whole Pork Roll team, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. And that became the motto, and Jin said it to us once, and we were proud. So this phrase, I don't know where it came from, but it kind of manifested. And Mike, you were telling me over and over during the event when you were getting like a little bit like overthinking or something like that, you in your head you repeat to yourself, "I'm here for a good time, not a long time."
So
I love that.
So basically, I don't know, the phrase kind of it started at the Becky event in my head, and it's just like I've gone to a lot of tournaments, and when I first got into competitive MCP, I was really stressing about how I do, and I was like, oh, if I do shitty, then people are gonna like judge me or something like that. But then after going to multiple events the past year and meeting like the whole community, I realized none of that matters.
Yeah.
Basically, like no one cares how well you do or not, and it's really just like how you perceive yourself as a person. Like, you know, be a decent opponent to your opponent, and just have a good time. So every time I was like stressing out about a decision the past weekend, I was just like, you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I don't know, that mentality has really helped me. It's just like not care really about winning.
Yeah.
I know I realize now, basically through Jin, that I am a decent player, but like
you realize that now?
But
sometimes you need Jin to tell you.
Yeah, like, but like it's like if you lose, it's not like the end of the world, and you just gotta be there to play. And like if you lose, like it's not a big deal.
And we all lose.
Yeah, we all lose. Like I lost again.
Yeah.
Again, like we all lose games and stuff. Like
yeah, it's impossible to have 100% win rate in this game. You will take a loss at some point, no matter how good you are.
Yeah. And sometimes in events, you have bad events. You know, I think that's important to say.
Yeah.
They happen doesn't mean you're a bad player, but
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the third team was. Oh, I will say like one random caveat too. When Jin tells you you're good, suddenly it's like the seal of approval. You're like, I made it. You're like, finally, Dad approves.
Yep, this is officially Nintendo quality approved. That stamp.
You should have a stamp, and we should make that a Jinmoji. There we go.
Oh my god.
But that third team was Art. Oh, we already said that. Whoops.
Yep.
Yep.
So we covered all 3 Core Protocol teams. So there was a poll going on that was cute that Will put up, like who's going to do the best out of it. So I think Jeff's team, Team Pepper, was the favorite to win. I think as far as doing the best.
They ended in 8th place, and then Team Salt ended in 9th place.
Yep. We ended up in a whopping 13th place. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Waylon came over though, and he's like, every round, you guys either won all your games or lost all your games. I was like, yep.
We are nothing but consistent.
Yeah. All or nothing. That's all you get.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens, but here we are.
That is very much here for a good time, not for a long time.
Yeah,
exactly. Kind of record.
Yeah, we got paired up too last round, which was kind of a bummer. But those guys were great. The Meatmen guys, Gabagool or something like that.
Yeah, we got to play both the main Meatmen team and also the Gabagool guys, which is like a great collection of players. But also, no slouch to the Muse on Minis guys. Like they also played like a great game.
All of our opponents were very good. The event was super stacked. Every opponent I played was a good player and made good decisions. And
yes, I agree. It was great.
It was also very clean, which was one of my favorite game was actually against Rob, right? Is that his name? Rhino guy? Ben?
Oh, you're talking about Ron?
Ron, right. Yeah,
yes.
Ron. That was one of my favorite games. It was probably the cleanest MCP I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, not that I played like a dirty MCP, but like every decision was on point. We communicated really well with each other, and it just felt really good, having a game like that.
That's how I played with my first round opponent, Tom. He was playing Kingpin, and I was doing my webs, and it was a very tight game the whole time, but we both played very, very clean.
Yeah, like it's great when you have a game and you're like you and your opponent are communicating everything. Like for APOC too, it's like okay, Famine just did this. We're gonna put a token on. You have to like sometimes I get lazy, right? Which is human, but or you just assume people know what you're doing. Because APOC's popular, so it was really great to like every single decision was like what do you call that? Like spoken out loud, and we made sure that we knew what was going on.
Nick, is that how you felt yesterday at the tournament?
Yes.
You didn't play my APOC list.
No, I didn't. Played that.
And that was just dice. I was like, oh yeah, okay, She-Hulk's going to attack at 7 dice. Oh, I converted all of them.
No, what you did was you're like, Nick, I hate you, and this is what's going to
I really wish Nick would stop playing MCP, so I'm going to bring A-Force.
I want to say I played 3 out of my 5 opponents. I played 3 leaders against 3 different leaders that I did not practice again or didn't even think to practice against each time. I played against Winter Guard, King T'Challa led Wakanda and Dormammu. And I had no
Oh.
experience into any of that.
Let me send me that Winter Guard list, actually, because after watching Thunderbolts last night, I'm like, I want to play Winter Guard again.
Yeah,
So I was making a list up.
Hold on.
He had Crimson Dynamo, Omega Red, Abomination, and Red Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of fun seeing them play. Crimson Dynamo just obliterated my Spectacular and Black Cat every round, and it was a blast seeing that.
I like A-Bomb in there a lot.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's in my list. Yeah. I miss Crimson Dynamo, man. He was so fun to play.
Did I just hear Maddox say he's going to play something not Shield?
Dude, where have
Yeah.
you been? Yeah, I've been playing Spider-Field Criminals for the past 2 weeks.
Well, as you know, I've been AFK.
Yeah, I haven't touched Shield since the Becky event.
Okay, so you're 3 weeks in, so one more week and it's back to Shield?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Sounds about
I
right.
honestly, okay, Maddox, in all seriousness, I think you need to bring something else to an event.
I mean, I probably will. I don't know what my next event is. My next event might be Ironwell, which
Ironwell,
I don't
yeah.
know if I want to bring.
Well, if you start practicing now,
Maybe I
you
will. I don't
will be fine.
We'll
By
find
then.
out. But I'm just having fun playing other stuff, weird stuff, fun stuff, different things.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice to see you do something else. Because you've been playing Shield for since I've known you, basically.
Yeah, man.
So,
I'm gonna just start splashing in Shield characters to
Oh
Winter
my
my
Guard.
gosh.
first game was against your Shield list. So
Listen, this guy used to play Spider Foes with
Hulkbuster.
Hulkbuster hanging out with him.
It's fun times.
yeah. Cool. So overall, I don't know if we want to go into individual games because it's kind of just a summary.
Well, I want to ask you guys, how did you guys feel about the pairing process? The strategy into that? Because that's what I think is the most interesting about the team event.
Yeah, so this is a 3-person team event too, we should say, versus the 5 that Becky was. So
I feel in a 5-man, you could protect somebody, but in a 3-man, it's kind of hard to protect somebody.
yeah, it's really hard, I think. Jin did a really good job as our captain. I think there's only really one round where we took pretty bad.
Yeah, our second round went against the Meat Man. I put myself into Apocalypse because I was overconfident in the Sam Splash to sort of true up that matchup a little bit, and it was close. Basically, it came down to 1 or 2 character deaths. Probably would have swung the difference right between that game.
Yeah.
So, but Johnny played an incredibly good game. So nothing to take away from him at the end of the day.
And unfortunately, that also meant I got Schmid's and Midnight Suns, which is not great for APOC. So
yeah, so I would thought so. My understanding was that I think APOC would have been okay into that because not a lot of throwers innately in there, just besides Immortal Hulk, and you should be able to clamp down Blade, I think, pretty easily.
yeah, it was actually not that bad of a game. There was just some bad positioning on my end. I was kind of up round 2. I was putting Schmidt in a really kind of bad place, and then he had his swing turn with that stupid card that he let whatever the attack is, and I was just in a really bad position to get hit, and he dazed all my characters. So
yeah, Siege of Darkness,
Yeah.
it is pretty backbreaking when it actually works out.
yeah, and Schmid's secret tech on Siege is Iron Fist, who ends up teleporting during the siege turn and then activates and does some other crap. I can't remember. Forced. He had Wolverine as activated, right, and then dazed the other 2 characters. So,
Dude, Iron Fist is a great model. And I don't know if people use them.
yeah, I agree. I was like Schmidt. That's I mean, I know he's kind of known for bringing Iron Fist, or at least I had heard that he does that. And it was really cool to see. Despite being the what do you call it, the punching bag for it, it was a really cool play to see. So
Yeah. And that's kind of fun too sometimes. Even if you do lose spectacularly, seeing something work and you're like, holy crap, I am greatly inspired
yeah,
by this, right? To think about even incorporating that or figure out how to play against it next time,
absolutely. And that was probably my only game where I felt like I lost control, which was good too. You know what I mean? You go in the rounds and you just wanted to play your best. And I think that was the only game where I was even if I played my best, that was not going to go my way, after that turn, especially. Yeah. So,
which is also fair because Spin's a really good player. So
well, yeah, and you still want to beat him too because you're he's a really
absolutely
good player. So oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
If I can, I do want to shout out the first team that we got to play against, some scrubs or other, and that is what they named themselves as. I wish they didn't, but that's what they named themselves as. But Eric and I were unfortunately the first people to be streamed on the Taco Truck game, so I feel like some nerves were definitely like trying to be shaken out like in that process. But I just want to shout out that Eric Gurn was a very good opponent. We played a very clean game. There was a couple of like weird stealth gotchas and stuff that unfortunately swung the game in my favor. But I just wanted to shout out that like he was a complete gentleman throughout the thing. We watched each other's clocks, make sure we're both on time, try to play as clean a game as we could, and like, he was very fair about taking the rulings of the judges, when things happen and stuff like that. So incredible sportsmanship. I just want to say from Eric on stream game, because it's a hard thing to do, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you took. Yeah, also, I asked you specifically so to not be on stream.
It's like, Jin, don't let me be on stream. I'm wasted.
I said I was hungover, but
Dude, I came. I have no shame in saying this. I came hungover to both days to my games. And...
Yo, I wanted to talk about this actually. Your like web swing superpower, Mike, is that you get really drunk the night before you go to events, and then you go like 4-0, 4-1 while you're hungover as fuck.
That's from the Rob Reale school of MC.
Yeah.
Like the Becky event. I came in hungover.
Thanks, Rob.
Goggles came on hungover, and I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. I guess maybe it does help me play better for some reason.
Mike, have you tried Baja Blast with soju in it yet?
No, I'm waiting next time I see Jin. I want to try that with Jin.
Oh, what is this joke? I've heard about this. And...
It's a Baja Blast slushy from Taco Bell, and you put soju in it.
But like, where's this coming from, Rob?
No, I found it on the internet and I sent it to Mike.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to try this. This is freaking awesome.
I feel that as a person managing their diabetes, that will kill me.
Okay.
All right, I'll find a zero sugar Baja Blast, and we'll make it a slushy, and then we'll add soju to it.
Oh, boy.
Just saying,
Just have insulin on you, right? That's all you need.
That's what Nick does. I see him shoot up every time I go to dinner.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I love doing that.
There's a lot of out of context clips happening in this podcast.
Jin, how are you handling all this? Are you okay?
I'm great.
Nick is not shooting up at dinner.
Oh, I just meant like he takes a needle out and sticks
definitely
it himself.
whipping out some insulin on most occasions.
Nick is a diabetic, not doing drugs.
Well,
yeah. I didn't mean he was doing drugs. It's just like shooting up is what I consider. You take a needle out, put it in your body, you're shooting up.
Pretty annoying.
I hope you have a diabetic cat in the future. Like, my cat's shooting up right now.
I don't like cats, so that won't happen. But...
We had a diabetic cat.
Nice. Okay. So moving on.
More lore, by the way, for everybody.
It's true.
So yeah, I guess like Squaggles was a ton of fun. I think my favorite part, though, honestly, was like meeting everyone. I didn't realize how hard those Jersey guys party during events. The funny thing is too, like I was talking to Art, and I was like, I don't like drink that much, and he's like, well, me neither. But when we're out here, well, the wife's away, right? So
what was it? Was it the Saturday we went out to different bars and stuff?
Yeah, or Correct. Friday.
Yeah,
or
both.
Oh, that was a blast. See, that's the thing with these events. It's like the Becky event. After the event, we all went back to the Airbnb that the Lobster Roll guys had, and we played games and just had a good time. Like, that's the thing with these events I enjoy the most, is like the aftermath of hanging out with people you only could see 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, I think that's probably also why team events are so much fun, is because it's like, if you have a region who has like multiple teams, or they send multiple teams, and others, like like Pork Roll, or if we the Northeast, we kind of like started something, so we may be sending some teams at some point, or a team, and you kind of just like all hang out, and it's a blast. I mean, I know I didn't go to the dinners with like other teams. Like I know there was a dinner on Saturday with like Jin, you went, so.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was a bunch of Pork Roll guys. We had some of the Danger Room come out for that one. Lucas was out for that one as well. Both the Deeden brothers were out for that. So yeah, it was a really good time.
Yeah,
had a good time. It was we talked a lot about like tournament etiquette, things like that, and like streaming and like things like that. So it was a nice exchange of knowledge, and a lot of jabs like here and there, but all in good fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I think it's like one of the best parts is because when you're at a team tournament too, everyone is like on their team and have a good time in game, because it's nice to like go to a round and not be like, this is all on me, to an extent.
At the same time though, like I will say as captain, like I did feel an immense amount of like, geez, when we got swept.
Yeah.
Like I can't help it, but like I try to like soldier on afterwards, like.
Yeah, Jin took it pretty hard a couple times, I think.
I hope my hugs helped Jin.
They do, Mike. They do.
Got you.
It just like feels like when you let down your father, and you're like, "Son, I'm so disappointed in you. I'm sorry. I did my best."
There's a lot of unpacking we need to do on Alive on One.
Apparently,
like, folks.
Oh, don't worry. I see it shrink regularly. So, but yeah, I agree. Like, it was a lot of fun. Like, it was a blast. Like, the whole weekend was great. From the moment I got off the plane. Oh, right. We're on Alive on One. We're on our podcast. The pizza that we went to. Holy shit. That's some of the best pizza I've ever fucking had. Like, it was so good.
So if I can describe you, like whatever dream version of pizza you think existed back in the early days when it was first unadulterated by the Yum Food Corporation, that's what Pequan's is, and then some.
Yeah.
Like Pequan's is so freaking good, dude, for like that crispy crust.
Yeah.
It is
I'm
like
gonna play devil's advocate.
No?
Get out.
No?
It wasn't. It was
I
okay.
mute him.
It was okay.
All right.
Can't get behind it. It was like it was so much. I only could have like 1 or 2 slices of it. It was a lot.
I mean,
Wait,
not with
so
that
are
quitter
we-
mentality.
Wall, are you a quantity versus quality?
100%. Because usually I'm drinking like a Moscow Mule when I'm eating pizza or like having a beer. But it was like the beer plus the drinks and the pizza. I felt bloated.
Yes, that's what happens when you eat. I don't know. I'm gonna disagree pretty hardcore. That was like. So I had Pizza Hut pizza today too, because Nick and I were talking about it over dinner, and I had a craving today last night. So, I
Did
ordered
you get
Hut.
pizza for
want
2 meals in a row
pizza.
yesterday?
No, I got a
not.
burger.
We had burgers.
Okay.
Actually, you owe me money for that burger.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I gotta send that over. Anyways, we were talking about the pizza place we went to in Chicago. Picante's, was that what it was? Picante beef?
It's spelled PEQUOD.
Okay. Anyways, we were talking about how like if Pizza Hut was like artisan and whatever, like that would be kind of like what they what it tasted like. Like it was very saucy. If you like saucy pizza, I mean it was deep dish, Chicago style, but it had its own unique flair with like really amazing crust. That's what I loved about it.
I'm not sure if it actually is like deep dish because it doesn't have that casserole like structure to it,
Yeah, it didn't feel soupy, which I loved. So
yeah, it was closer to like a normal pizza, like as far as like what the structure was at the end of the day.
there's some Midwestern Illinois influence in there.
I will say, if you go and you get it, 1 pie will feed 4 people.
Yeah, it was a lot of food
Yes.
for sure.
Don't do what me and Noah did, and we were like, "Oh, we'll split a whole pie between the 2 of us."
I bet Noah ate. Did Noah eat a lot of it? Did Noah eat half of it?
Half of it was gone. The other half, Noah took back. I was like, "Noah, you." Can have it."
Yeah, so Chicago was really cool. It was a great kind of like city. I liked it there. Luckily we did get to go into the city Saturday night, which was fun. I think one of my biggest regrets from 40K was I would travel to like events and like stay in the hotel the whole time. I think it's really important to get out and like have food and see the sights, at least to an extent, right? Because you are paying for like a ticket. You are in a city that you probably don't go to that often. So just sitting around and gaming or thinking about gaming, I don't know. Be social.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay, so
I have one more. I have one more thing I want to say.
yeah, go.
I feel if for listeners out there, if you're planning, like you want to go to a team event or you want to travel for events, like not a local event, somewhere out there, I think it's important to be in the right headspace when you go to these events, and don't like over. It's hard to say, but don't over like stress about your results or something like that, and just try to have like a relaxed, good time. Because if you start overthinking, then you're gonna let it affect your mood.
Yeah, and I especially recommend that people go to, if you are new to the competitive scene, like find a team event, because they're a great way to like dip your toes in to a more competitive event. And you're not alone. Like, and you get to wear cool outfits. You know, Jin bought these wristbands for everyone. That was pretty cool.
You mean you didn't have jumpsuits?
We didn't have jumpsuits, which you know
Sad.
that's our thing though. So,
Yeah.
we have to get Jin an orange one.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
You sure
Force you
does.
to wear it. No choice.
You will own a onesie, so I can take that picture.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, what was it? Did Waylon call us? Was he the one who called us prison mates?
Yeah, the prison con mates. Yeah.
I don't know. I really liked your jumpsuits. It got a very Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 like aesthetic to me, in my opinion.
Damn it, you had to make it positive.
Well, no, when they were
I'm
trapped
kidding.
in that, what was that? With the Nate
Oh,
Napoleon,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, it kind of reminded me of like that sort of like sequence.
That's
you know?
exactly what
like,
we were going for. How'd you guess?
Clearly. The movie
I'm
I
just
don't
good like
like.
that.
It'd be cool to have the Alive Online logo on like the back of them, though. But that's a lot of work.
One day, board.
I mean, I'm sure it can happen.
Yeah, ordering clothes is a pain in the ass for teams and stuff. Speaking of which, though, so Jin has been. If you are in the New England, so we do have a ton of New England listeners, just from our charts that I look at sometimes. We should say that Jin has highly encouraged us to like put together a competitive team. There'll be kind of like more on that, but we'll have like clear cut guidelines for qualifying. I guess clearer than pork rolls, as Jin let us know. But
yeah, we're high on vibes, basically.
Yeah, and like to be fair too, like Mike Whalen was also talking. He's like, why don't we like mix and match next year for squad goals? That'd be kind of cool. Make the pool bigger. He mentioned briefly that like we could potentially mix and match teams for squad goals and like send like maybe one or two more and then like mix and match players depending on what they play and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So, despite our intense rivalry with Pork Roll Protocol,
actually, I have another shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out Waylon for being a great team captain.
Yeah. Waylon is awesome, by the way.
Me and him, we like. I'm not gonna lie, we butted heads on characters, but it wasn't like a beef battle. We were just trying to like basically fighting over as Bill. But yeah. I really appreciate him as a captain. He really like the pairing process. He knew what to do. He kept asking me like, honestly, like, do you feel comfortable going into this? Like, if not, and he just kept telling me, just like, worry about your games. Don't worry about the results. And like, he was just really positive with me, and also with the like time leading up to it when we practice at our local store, like between me and him. He was just like, I think you should do this, and that. And he was great overall as a team captain, and I really appreciate him for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the same time, I also appreciate that you're willing to push back on him as well, and also have him reevaluate.
Oh, it was funny. Well. It was funny. After the event, he was like, "So you went 4-1. You didn't need Bill after all." And then I look at him, I was like, "Well, Bill would have helped with the game that I lost."
You've been 5-0, asshole.
He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was like, going into Dormammu, I was like, you know what, Bill would really help on this scenario right now.
My guess for that
next time he's going to be like, best I can do is Bishop.
Great. Shout out Brady too. He was a great opponent. I've never seen someone play with Dormammu like that before, though.
So Brady, I look at some of the like faction people who play Dormammu a lot. I don't care necessarily about the ranking, but I just want to see who they're running. Brady's been someone I've looked at his list. He's consistently runs Dormammu really well. So
that was another close game. Like that game was really close to the wire.
I'm actually kind of bummed that I didn't like get to introduce myself to him because like I've looked at his stuff, and gotten a couple ideas. And I didn't know he was there.
Yeah. So. He was on Zach Cohen's team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and then I think Jeff was the other captain too. I guess we'll just shout out to Jeff, implicitly because we're talking about pork roll teams here. It was Jeff, right?
Yeah, it was Jeff.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I love Jeff.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Art or Rob.
But
as
whenever we
captain.
go out,
Yeah, Jeff was also our WTC captain, so I think he's earned his right to manage the team.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I remember talking to Art. Art was like, Jeff, just point me to my table and I'll get going. So, yeah. So, great event. Highly recommend going to team tournaments. Putting together something from Northeast where we'll have potential availability to go to some of these things, which is cool. So, Maddox?
Yes.
Well, anything kind of like...
We're going to drag Nick out next year. Force him to play games he doesn't want to play.
That doesn't sound fun. I don't want that.
I'm not really a huge fan of Salty Nick, so I'm not going to encourage that.
I don't like Salty Nick.
you have to make him use Namor.
That will never happen.
You just want to make him salty and mad?
I will quit the game if someone says you can play him.
No, Nick, you could use him and then mid-game to like tilt your opponent or like freak him out, just light him on fire.
Yeah, dude.
He's water-based. He won't light on fire.
Watch this. This only works once, though.
It's a one-time trick.
And then we'd have like freaking a Live on One co-host, Nick Shaw,
Arrested.
thrown out of gaming event for lighting model on fire.
Burns down building.
You would be known forever.
What's that?
I said he would be known forever in the community.
Oh,
true.
infamous for sure. Your hate for Namor would it would be told in the myths and legends of our time.
Maybe
so
I should just go burn my model. Be like, can post it right to the top.
Honey,
of our
what are you
Discord
doing?
page.
Fuck this guy.
If that brings you back in to play more, hey, there you go. Do it.
Wait, so Nick, did you like Wakanda Forever?
Like the card?
No, the
No,
movie.
Oh, I didn't watch the movie. I haven't seen it.
Is it just because Namor's in it?
Well, probably.
I hated that movie.
I don't like Namor as a character.
Well,
He's
I
the
like
worst.
him. He's
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I enjoy
I
him.
like killing him. It's kind of fun.
Nick.
Yeah, so I guess to start to wrap up, any kind of closing thoughts from anybody?
I just want to say thank you again to all of the teams we got to play against, every member, whether we were swept or were swept. Everyone was great to play against, including a shout out to News Josh, who just bowling balled my entire team with Immortal Hulk mercilessly. It was so hilarious to watch. Also, shout out to Zach Cohen. He's going to be a dad soon, so I wish him and his family the best and a safe, time with that.
And I want to say thank you because I know, I'm not technically. Well, Jeff made it very clear I'm not on the pork roll team, so you were leaving.
Oh, that was so funny. That was
Yeah, that was funny.
Wait, was this an exchange?
Yeah, we were leaving. He goes, "Just so you know, you're not on our team. You're officially over."
God.
Brutal.
Just yank the substitution badge away from you.
We were in the Uber going to the burger spot, and then we were just silent, and then Jeff just out of nowhere was like, "By the way, now that it's over, you're not on the team anymore." It was so funny.
Wow.
Yeah. But I do want to say thank you for, Jin, obviously you probably had a say in inviting me down. That was a lot of fun. And I really appreciate the kind of thinking of me and also going down there and having a great time.
No problem, buddy.
Yeah. Now my LGS, I will now make fun of Maddox, on a future podcast, and you'll question if I hate him now because Jin is now my LGS, so we're swapping.
Wait, don't you already make fun of Maddox?
Yeah, not that much.
Oh, so it's just me. I see.
Oh, I don't know. I think you make fun of Maddox quite a bit.
What I
Actually,
I mean, I think I just make fun of
Nick is
everybody.
correct here.
Yeah, except for Rob. The only person I will not make fun of is Rob Reale. Rob is very real.
Rob is
I'm just
real.
kidding. Yeah.
As opposed to Rob Fakey.
I'm going to put that as my name on Longshanks.
You know what's upsetting? Rob's not going to listen to this. I got to get him to listen to this.
I know. He doesn't listen to the podcast, which is why we're not going to invite him on. So
He doesn't listen-
I respect that for your mental health. Sometimes, you
Rob,
don't need to
Rob
listen.
doesn't listen to any podcast.
Yeah, no. And to be honest, like I have had multiple people. Like I met Carl over the weekend. He's like, "Oh, to be fair, like I listen when I can." I was like, "Dude, I don't know. It's like this thing about being a podcast host. When people meet you, they're like expecting us to be like, you didn't listen." I don't know, man. But I understand. Like I don't even really like podcasts that much. I listen to like audiobooks a lot. Like, so I get it. So I do listen to some. But
Podcasts. I got upset you guys didn't release an episode last week. I was at the gym.
We had like 2 weeks off. Yeah,
it's true.
It's like I don't have anything to listen to on my Thursday gym session.
I'm glad we're a part of your fitness routine.
You guys are on Thursdays. GameStore Guardians is whenever they come out. I listen to podcasts when I'm at the gym.
Nice.
That's true. We are the podcast sweated out the most by far.
That what? To
We
sweat it out most. I love it. Yeah, because you listen to me talk and it just makes you angry, so you lift more.
I'm lifting weights. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is Steven talking about?
Yeah, what is this?
Oh my god.
I guess those are our closing thoughts. So,
Yeah.
Let's get out of
That's
here.
enough. Can I go home now?
Maddox is falling asleep. So
That's my bedtime.
Yeah.
Old man Maddox.
All right. So thank you so much for listening to us. As usual, email us, follow us on, join our Discord. Other things, Instagram is there. Occasionally we post on it.
Jen, when's the next Red Room training?
As soon as I can figure out that with Josh, but to be determined. But there's another episode down the pipeline. I have an idea what it's going to be already.
Oh,
And we're going to probably start doing some bad reps like as soon as next couple of weeks if we can make it work.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to email schedule availability. What'd you say, Mike?
Can I shout out a tournament that doesn't exist yet?
Yep.
Because of the team tournaments and my experience with it, I'm going to set up in the next month a 3-man team tournaments for September at Mythico Studios in New Jersey. So if anyone is interested in that, details to come soon once I figure it out this month. But I'm definitely going to post it by the end of the month. That way people have about 3 months to prepare. Probably towards the end of September. But that is in North Jersey if anyone is interested.
Cool.
I'm going to TL though.
Cool. So no webs. So thank God. I'm just kidding.
Nope, no webs for me. I'll be the TL.
Maddox, is there any affiliate links or Patreon shoutouts you want to do?
We have a huge miniature affiliate link that'll be in the description below. We do have a Patreon if you want to join it. I still think Dave is our only Patreon supporter, correct?
He's the only one who
Shout out to
pays.
Yeah, let's go
Shout out
fucking
to
Dave. Man.
Yep. What else do we do at the end?
We talk about crucifying Digimon.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, moving on from Digimon. We have Iron World coming up too. Waylon, if you're on the fence, just get some Jersey people and drive up. You little bitch. I'm gonna have to apologize to him after this, but anyways, so yeah, Iron World's the next big thing in the New England area. We are live on one. Thank you for listening, and as always, Godspeed, Rob.